Welcome to episode 30 of your CYSA Plus Prepcast. In this session, we take a deep dive into one of the most technically powerful areas of cybersecurity analysis: network capture and traffic inspection tools. These tools provide the visibility analysts need to understand, monitor, and respond to activity across enterprise networks. Whether you're troubleshooting performance issues, investigating an intrusion, or performing proactive threat hunting, network capture and inspection are essential to your role. This episode will equip you with the terminology, tools, and techniques necessary to master this domain for both the CYSA Plus exam and real-world operations. Let's begin with a clear definition. Network capture refers to the process of intercepting and recording packets traveling across a network segment. This raw data, often stored in packet capture files known as PCAPs, can be analyzed to identify anomalies, investigate incidents, or confirm security policy compliance. Capture can occur passively through port mirroring on a switch or actively using specialized tools. Traffic inspection refers to the detailed analysis of this captured data. Analysts examine headers, payloads, timestamps, and connection metadata to detect malicious behavior, policy violations, or network misconfigurations. These tasks are fundamental for identifying lateral movement, data exfiltration, and stealthy command and control traffic. Among the most widely used packet capture tools is Wireshark. This graphical utility allows analysts to capture live traffic, filter for relevant protocols, and perform in-depth packet analysis. With Wireshark, you can view packet headers, reconstruct TCP streams, and isolate suspicious payloads. Filtering is a core function, allowing you to display only traffic that matches specific criteria such as source IP, destination port, or application protocol. Analysts use Wireshark to inspect DNS requests, HTTPS handshakes, and malformed packets that may signal scanning or exploitation attempts. The CYSA Plus exam may provide Wireshark output and ask you to identify which packets require further investigation. While Wireshark is known for its graphical interface, tcpdump is its powerful command line counterpart. tcpdump runs on Unix-like systems and allows for real-time capture, inline filtering, and quick export of PCAPs. This is especially useful in environments where graphical interfaces are unavailable or impractical, such as during remote investigations or within headless servers. tcpdump supports complex filter expressions and can quickly capture traffic between hosts, across ports, or from specific interfaces. Analysts use tcpdump to generate capture files for later review in Wireshark or to spot immediate threats during live sessions. Expect CYSA Plus questions that challenge your understanding of tcpdump syntax and its filtering capabilities. Intrusion detection systems play a vital role in traffic inspection. Platforms like Snort and Suricata actively scan packets for known attack signatures, protocol violations, or behavior patterns associated with threats. IDS solutions operate in real time and often integrate with SIM platforms to generate alerts and log entries. Analysts configure rule sets to detect common exploits, malware communications, or unusual application behavior. These systems are continuously updated with threat intelligence to remain effective against evolving threats. On the exam, you may be asked to interpret IDS alerts, configure detection policies, or determine which traffic patterns will trigger specific rules. Deep packet inspection adds another layer of visibility. DPI examines the contents of each packet beyond the header, allowing for detailed inspection of payloads. This enables analysts to detect embedded malware, sensitive data leakage, or unauthorized application use. DPI systems can identify when a file is being transferred over a protocol like HTTP, or when a non-standard application is tunneling through DNS. Analysts use DPI to block or log unauthorized behaviors, enforce content policies, and detect threats that bypass traditional signature-based detection. Expect the CYSA Plus exam to include questions about how DPI differs from basic packet inspection and when it should be applied. Network forensic tools are also essential. These platforms, such as Network Miner or Explico, focus on reconstructing and analyzing network sessions after data has been captured. Analysts use these tools to extract files from traffic, map communication flows, and create timelines of activity. Network forensics is vital during incident response, when the analysts must determine how an attacker entered the network, what systems were contacted, and whether any data was exfiltrated. These tools offer valuable metadata, such as browser types, email addresses, or file hashes, which can be used in further investigations. The exam may include questions about using forensics tools to support investigations or present session summaries for analysis. Flow-based tools such as NetFlow, SFlow, and Epifix allow analysts to understand traffic behavior without inspecting every packet. These tools summarize data into flow records, detailing conversations between endpoints, volume transferred, and session durations. Flow data is ideal for identifying patterns like beaconing, port scanning, or unusual data transfers. Analysts use flow tools to monitor large-scale activity, reduce storage requirements, and focus inspection resources where needed. Flow monitoring is often integrated with SIM platforms, providing visual dashboards and customizable alerts. CYSA Plus questions may require you to interpret NetFlow logs or determine which flow anomalies warrant further inspection. Security information and event management systems act as the central platform for aggregating and analyzing logs from multiple sources, including packet captures, flow data, IDS alerts, and firewall logs. Analysts use SIMs to correlate events across domains, create detection rules, and automate alerting. For example, if an endpoint starts sending encrypted traffic to an external IP not seen before, the SIM can correlate that with a recent login anomaly and escalate it as a potential threat. SIMs also provide graphical tools to build dashboards, visualize trends, and manage incident workflows. The CYSA Plus exam may present SIM outputs and require you to interpret the results or suggest appropriate next steps. Zeek, formerly known as Bro, is another powerful tool that operates as a network security monitor. Unlike traditional packet capture tools, Zeek focuses on creating detailed logs from network activity. These logs include DNS queries, HTTP sessions, SSL handshakes, and file transfer metadata. Zeek enables analysts to extract high-value data from traffic without capturing full payloads, balancing visibility and storage efficiency. Its scripting engine allows customization for detecting protocol anomalies, generating alerts, or extracting indicators of compromise. You may encounter exam scenarios that require understanding Zeek's capabilities or selecting it as the most appropriate tool for specific analysis needs. Advanced analytics platforms enhance all of these tools by integrating artificial intelligence and machine learning. These technologies allow analysts to detect previously unknown threats by identifying behavioral patterns rather than specific signatures. For example, an AI model might learn what constitutes normal file transfer behavior and flag any deviation. Analysts must know how to evaluate the output of these systems, reduce false positives, and continuously train the models with updated data. Expect the CYSA Plus exam to include questions on the role of AI and ML in traffic analysis and how to interpret their results effectively. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are more security courses on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. With a strong foundation in packet capture, protocol analysis, and intrusion detection tools, analysts must also understand how to integrate these capabilities into a broader threat detection and response strategy. In this second half of the episode, we'll dive into how analysts use traffic metadata, behavioral analytics, signature management, documentation practices, and threat hunting workflows to maximize the value of network inspection. Mastering these advanced capabilities enhances your ability to detect subtle anomalies, build strong detection rules, and maintain full situational awareness within your environment, all of which are directly aligned with the expectations of the CYSA Plus exam. Network flow analysis provides a scalable and effective approach to monitoring large volumes of traffic without the storage demands of full packet capture. Tools like NetFlow, SFlow, and Ipfix extract metadata about communications between endpoints, summarizing who talked to whom, on which port, for how long, and with how much data. This data allows analysts to detect scanning behavior, lateral movement, data exfiltration, or communication with known malicious infrastructure. These flow tools are especially valuable when packet captures are not feasible due to performance constraints or storage limitations. On the exam, expect to analyze flow summaries and draw conclusions about possible threats, or recommend next steps for validation. Network flow data becomes even more powerful when correlated with threat intelligence. Analysts can enrich flow records with context about known bad IP addresses, malicious domains, or botnet indicators. For example, an internal host making connections to an IP flagged as a malware command and control server could suggest compromise. SIM platforms and network detection and response tools often automate this enrichment, highlighting risky flows and enabling prioritized investigations. CYSA Plus exam scenarios may include enriched NetFlow logs and ask you to evaluate which connections warrant further investigation or escalation. SIM systems serve as the nerve center for correlating network activity with data from endpoints, applications, and identity platforms. Analysts use SIMs to build rules that detect complex attack sequences, such as a phishing email followed by a suspicious download, then unusual network communication. SIM dashboards display visualizations, real-time alerts, and historical trends, helping analysts manage detection workflows and demonstrate program performance. You may encounter exam questions that present SIM alerts or dashboards and require you to interpret indicators or correlate findings across multiple systems. Zeek, as discussed earlier, plays a unique role in traffic inspection. Its ability to log and script against dozens of network protocols provides analysts with rich context around each connection. Zeek logs include fields like URI paths, user agent strings, SSL certificate details, DNS query patterns, and more. These details help analysts recognize unusual traffic behavior that may signal data leakage, malware communication, or command execution via web protocol. Analysts frequently write custom Zeek scripts to detect behaviors specific to their organization. On the exam, questions may focus on Zeek's value in generating metadata and how it differs from packet-based tools like Wireshark. Machine learning and artificial intelligence continue to expand their role in traffic inspection. These systems analyze traffic patterns over time and flag deviations from learned behavior. Rather than relying on static rules or signatures, ML-powered detection systems identify novel threats, including zero-day exploits and stealthy persistence techniques. Analysts train these models by feeding them labeled data and reviewing their decisions to reduce false positives. While these systems can surface advanced threats, analysts must be able to validate alerts and determine their context. The exam may test your understanding of how ML contributes to traffic analysis and how analysts ensure model accuracy. Signature management is another key responsibility. Whether in IDS systems, antivirus platforms, or DPI tools, detection signatures must be updated regularly to remain effective. Analysts must apply updates from trusted threat intelligence sources, validate new signatures, and tune thresholds to reduce alert fatigue. Analysts may also write custom signatures for unique threats identified during threat hunting. Signature tuning helps improve detection precision while minimizing operational noise. On the exam, expect to see questions that ask how to manage, prioritize, or tune detection rules to maintain system efficacy. Detection rules and analytics must be supported by clear and consistent documentation. Analysts must document how and why captured tools are configured a certain way, what detection rules are in use, and how alerts are handled. This documentation becomes critical during incident response, post-incident reviews, or regulatory audits. It also supports team collaboration, allowing new analysts to quickly understand the organization's monitoring approach. Documentation should include examples of alert types, response procedures, tool configurations, and historical anomalies. You may encounter exam scenarios where documentation supports an investigation or where a lack of documentation creates investigative delays. Effective use of network capture tools supports forensic investigations. After an incident, analysts use packet captures, flow records, and inspection logs to reconstruct events, identify compromised systems, and determine data exposure. Tools like Network Miner extract files, credentials, or payloads from PCAP files. Analysts build timelines of attacker movement, correlate actions across devices, and recover key indicators of compromise. Forensic analysis is especially valuable when legal action or external reporting is required. The CYSA Plus exam may test your knowledge of forensic procedures using network data or how to preserve packet captures for evidence. Active threat hunting is the culmination of these capabilities. Rather than waiting for alerts, analysts use network capture tools to proactively search for threats. This includes reviewing logs for unusual user agent strings, inspecting PCAP files for anomalous payloads, scanning flow data for beaconing behavior, or analyzing DNS queries for signs of tunneling. Threat hunting often uncovers threats that evaded automated detection due to obfuscation, timing, or novelty. Analysts document their findings, adjust detection rules, and share insights with peers or incident response teams. Exam questions may involve interpreting hunting findings or recommending investigative techniques based on specific anomalies. Lastly, network capture tools support continuous improvement of the security posture. By reviewing detection failures, refining alert thresholds, and identifying coverage gaps, analysts use insights from inspection tools to fine-tune security architecture. Lessons learned from incidents feed into detection logic, tool configuration, and policy development. Feedback loops involving capture tools, forensic investigations, and detection tuning help reduce dwell time, enhance visibility, and ensure readiness for new threats. On the exam, you may be asked how to optimize monitoring based on post-incident review findings or which metrics indicate detection system health. To wrap up this episode, mastering network capture and inspection tools gives analysts the power to see threats as they unfold, respond with confidence, and investigate with precision. Whether you're using Wireshark to decode payloads, Zeek to log protocol metadata, or a SIM to correlate alerts, these tools are essential to every part of the analyst's workflow. Deep familiarity with these systems, combined with strong documentation, proactive hunting, and continuous tuning, ensures success on the CYSA Plus exam and in real-world defensive operations. Keep practicing capture techniques, reviewing traffic patterns, and fine-tuning your detection logic to become a high-performing cybersecurity analyst. Thanks for listening. To learn more about cybersecurity, please visit baremetalcyber.com. There you will find best-selling books, videos, and even more free cybersecurity training courses. Please subscribe to the Prepcast and our various podcasts. And thanks for listening.